took my fucking filming spot, which would have been entirely and completely fine because I don't own the outdoors. If I hadn't forgotten the tiny, itsy bitsy fact that my front camera is completely wrecked and broken. What you're seeing right now, it's not a fog, a magical, mystical kind of Silent Hill fog. It's just my front camera being busted. It fell on the ground and now it's blurry. I don't know how. I thought it was supposed to crack, but no, blurry. So now it's like 8:40 and I haven't actually filmed anything. Okay, so hi. I know no one is gonna see this because my last video here, which you should not watch, it's nothing of value, but it got 2 views in 2 weeks. So maybe if this video gets like 4 views in 4 weeks, maybe we can have an accumulated opinion of how I should resolve this issue, but as of right now, I know nobody's watching this. So I'm not actually speaking to anyone but myself. But my name's Davey. I'm hoping no one like watches this and recognizes me, but that's crazy because no one's gonna watch this. Anyway, my Dave is Namey, and I like really want to die. And it's not a like point and click adventure. I'm not making like a YouTube one of those like mini movies or like game things. No, I just really want to die. And I was supposed to go to the hospital today because I got so panicked at school that I texted my mom to give me my therapist's phone number. Then I called my therapist and told her everything. Oh, lights! Thank you. That makes the blurriness so much better. It doesn't. That's the joke. But then anyway, I called my therapist and I was like, "Ma'am, I really want to die and I can't stop thinking about it in class." And she was like, you want to go to the hospital maybe and talk to a professional while I'm not here? Because I think it's because it's Monday that she can't see me. Because I'm a vision in her head and she doesn't have psychosis on Mondays. But anyway, she can't see me, so she tells me to go to the hospital, and then my mom calls my dad. No, wait, my therapist calls my mom, and my mom calls my dad. My dad, who comes pick me up. I'm not your toy, not your toy. So ignore that. So my dad comes to pick me up in his work van, and I was very confused because I thought he was going to be on a motorcycle and we were going to go to the hospital immediately because I needed it immediately. I was this close to just like putting my head through the wall. But he didn't. He came in his work van and we talked a bit. Car going by, car. Seeing this? I show the full license plate and address of the car. But anyway, I'm very sweaty. I don't know if you can tell. I hope you can't tell. Anyway, my dad comes, picks me up in his work van. We go back to his place of work. He leaves the van. We take the car from the workplace, go home, take the motorcycle because it's faster, and we go with the motorcycle to the first hospital, which is a kid's hospital, because I'm 17 years old. I don't know if I look it. I don't know if I look it, but I'm 17 years old. So he takes me to the kids' hospital because in my country, a legal adult is 18. Anyway, he takes me to the hospital, and then they tell us your kid is 17. They need to go to the adult hospital. We can't serve them. And I was like, ma'am, I was born in '09. But whatever, right? Car? No. But whatever, right? I can get past that. We go to the other hospital. Despite the fact she was really fucking rude. I don't care if being a nurse is high pressure. I think you can be a little nice. And I'm not saying that because she's... Somebody called me. My mom. I really hope that's saved. If it didn't save, that would be kind of bad for me, because I don't want to have to repeat all that shit I said. Most of it wasn't even legible. But anyway, also I saw myself flipped in the gallery for a second, and I got scared. I'm actually really fucking handsome, yeah, and you kids, you just can't see that because it's a blurry camera, and my hair looks kind of bad today. Anyway, we go to a different hospital. They give us some kind of stickers. We talk to a doctor, an actual man in a lab coat, for half a second, and he gives us some stickers and says that I am an emergency case. He highlights it in an orange highlighter, which I know it should probably be red for emergencies, but he said I was an emergency, and he highlighted it in orange, and I'm wearing orange right now. Oh my god, what a coincidence. Anyway, he highlights it in orange. We get the papers. We get the stickers. I don't know why they needed so many stickers. It was like an arcade machine, like the tickets. The stickers looked like that. Words in my mouth. And then we give them to a different guy at a different place of the hospital. Like, we go outside to a different building. We go to that building, give the guy the tickets. He says to me, you know what he says? He takes the tickets. He says, "Hi there. Car. Car." He says, "Hi there, where are you from?" We tell them the city. And he goes, "Well, you don't really belong to our hospital district, so if you're gonna need to stay the night, like, get put in the cuckoo Lulu bin, what's the actual name for that? I'm not problematic, I just forgot. Asylum? Anyway, if you need to be put in hospice, and then you're gonna need to go to a different hospital and get evaluated again. It's gonna be a whole issue, but we can examine you here." And my dad, bless his soul, obviously is like, "Well, my child is not gonna be staying overnight with you people, so we're just gonna get examined. I just need my kid to talk to somebody, and we're gonna go." And he was like, "Okay." And then, 1.5 hour passes. Cuckoo, cuckoo. And 1.5 hours pass. We wait. Then another doctor comes out. Not doctor. He was a guy who was just wearing a button up. I don't need to respect him. He comes out and he talks to like 3 of us people that were there. One was a girl with tattoos and a really cool outfit that was there with her mom, and they both had the exact same messy bun, and she was here to stay overnight, I think, because of something she said. And the other kid was a really tall kid with a buzz cut with dreadlocks at the end, white, parentheses, parentheses white, and just happy to be looking a mess, I guess. They were probably mentally ill, but like, so am I, and I'm not, and I didn't do that. Anyway, he tells us, "Well, none of you belong to actually this district, and we don't even have beds here for anyone who does. So you're gonna need to go to a different office." And my dad's like, "Hey, fucker, didn't you say you can examine us here?" And he was like, I told you already, you cannot stay here." And he was like, "Didn't you tell us you can examine us here?" And the guy was like, "I told you, you can't stay in this hospital. You don't belong in this district." "Yeah, but examine us. We're not going to spend the night. Just examine us and we can be on our way." And he was like, "No." I don't know what his problem is. I don't know why he couldn't comprehend the sentence of "just look at me, let me vent to you, and then I go homesies." But he couldn't. He could not. So we waited. We got sent to the different hospital. We gave some lady our papers. We were like, "Can we go in?" Because there was a door that said psychiatric, and we're like, "Can we go in?" And she was like, "No, but give me your papers." And we give her the papers, and then we wait for another 1.5 hour, and nothing gets done. And at that point, I looked calmer, because when my dad picked me up, I was a sobbing mess, and then I wasn't. I wasn't actually a sobbing mess when he found me. So he was like, "Well, you look like you've calmed down." I was actually going through it. I was not calm, but I didn't want to argue. And obviously I love my dad, and etc. But he was like, "You look calm now. How about we take you home?" And I was like, "Well," he was like, "Do you want me to call your therapist?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he calls my therapist, asks if we can just leave and have an earlier appointment with her instead of waiting for some random doctor. And she was like, well, wait another hour, and if still no one sees you, then you can leave. We wait like 40 minutes, and I was like, Dad, what I really want right now. And I was saying this kind of to please him, but also because I wanted it. I said, Dad, what I really want right now is a crispy chicken burger and some fries and a cola and to go home. And he was like, yes, we can do that. So we get on the motorcycle, we go to I'm not gonna say their name, to the fast food place that I requested, and they were closed. And what if that made me want to kill myself more? What does Mr. Roo have to say about that? So anyway, we leave, go to a different burger place. The burgers there sucked ass. It was horrible. They were really small, and the fries tasted like fish. So I wasn't satisfied, but we went home anyway and kind of calmed down. And also we went to the postal office before going home, and I got some merchandise. Objects make me feel better about my failing life. And then we went home. And I don't really remember what happened after that. I kind of went to bed, I think. I don't know. Can you tell I'm fresh from a nap? Can you tell? My God. If I stumbled upon this YouTube video, me personally, I would not watch it. Oh. Also, if you see like Slenderman in the back, like, sorry, the operator in the back, like, tell me, cause like, scared. Oh, okay. Well, that's about where that story ends. So now I'm gonna tell you, actually, why I'm suicidal, and also another thing. I thought that I'm prescribed 2 medications. One is Zoloft, the other is Risperdal. There's 2 women going by, really slowly. I'm not gonna turn the camera on them because that's disgusting. Why would I do that? And there's a family going by really slowly. And they're disturbing my filming time, but that's okay. Because we're all people who belong in the same world. Okay, they're gone, basically. I'm prescribed 2 medications, Zoloft and Risperdal. I don't fucking know how it's pronounced. And I was under the assumption that those were an antidepressant, the Zoloft, and an anti-anxiety medication. Because Risperdal makes me really, really sleepy. I googled it because I was planning to kill myself, and I was like, well, I have a whole bottle of it. I'm now on the pill version of it, but was that cat fight? Oh no, I forgot to film the cat fight. Anyway, I am now on the pill medication of it because I had an incident where I accidentally, where I drank too much to try to go to bed for a long time. Not to kill myself, but just to go to bed for a really long time. And it made me scared to drink the syrup, so my therapist prescribed me the pill version of it. And I was like looking in the bathroom, and I saw the whole bottle of it in the cabinet, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that can kill me, since last time it made me sleep for 3 days. I wonder if the whole bottle... I almost burped. I wonder if the whole bottle can kill me. So I Google it, and it says Risperdal is an antipsychotic. Risperdal is an antipsychotic used to treat bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and the agitation that comes, the irritability that comes with autism. Cool. Okay, so, were you gonna tell me about that? My therapist told me to never Google my medication because she's like anti-diagnosis. She believes we should just help the kid, not tell them exactly what's wrong with them. Which I can understand, but also as a kid who's nosy as hell, I kind of want to know. Anyway, now, schizophrenia, I don't know nothing about that. I only have sleep paralysis. I don't see visions normally. The paranoia part of schizophrenia, maybe, but like, Leave me alone. The bipolar disorder? Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. So when I was describing my mood swings, you were jotting that down, but you weren't telling me what you were jotting down. Thank you, miss. And the irritability that comes with autism, well, I can say two things. I'm irritable and I'm a bitch, so I already know I have. She did tell me, okay, I think you might have a slight case of a little bit of autism. And I was like, okay, thank you. I was suspecting. Me, baby bump, like, we're expecting, and the child is a diagnosis. Imagine that. But anyway, I googled it, and it was like, yes, a whole bottle of this can definitely kill you, or at least cause heart problems. And I was like, yay! And it said especially when mixed with medicine and other alcohol, and I was like, yay! I have all of those. I have the ingredients for the magic soup. Soup? For the magic soup. My eyes look really pretty. I kind of look high and busty right now, but whatever. So I was like, okay, great, there's my plan. Because lately I've been going on a lot of walks. After my tutoring program where I go to a school, but it's after school and they tutor me and other kids. After that, I've been going on walks and just walking around. And just kind of being alone with my thoughts. And all those walks consist of thinking, I'm so ugly. But like in a serious way, not in the way that I'm making it like seem fun for like entertaining the audience that I don't have, but in like a serious way. Thinking I'm really ugly, that I don't deserve to live, and do you mind and whatnot. And that's what those walks consisted of. And I would always get home and be like really sweaty, and then just lay on my bed and doom scroll until I felt better. I didn't want to speak because a woman was going by, and I don't want to scare the poor thing. Oh my god, that sounded really bad. Guys, that's not who I am. Nobody's watching this. Who am... Nobody's watching this. It's okay, it's okay. Anyway, I had a plan in my mind of how I was going to kill myself. Every single day I was thinking, what if I jumped in front of a car right now? And that's been going on for weeks. And my memory is really bad. I can't put an exact time frame on anything, but I know my whole entire life there's been an overwhelming sadness over me. Okay? And sometimes sometimes it gets worse and sometimes it gets better, but today and on Saturday, today's Monday, I just wanted to die so bad. Because the reason I haven't been killing myself actually before, and I've been holding off on it, has been because I was thinking like, well, I have so many projects to finish. Who's gonna finish on my project? And not like school projects, like passion projects. And I was like, nobody else knows these stories, and I'm the only one who can tell them the way that I want to tell them, and my art will never see the light of day if I'm dead. But then I came to the amazing realization and conclusion that if I just tell my friends who are like game developers and artists my exact visions for stuff, and then I kill myself, it won't have gone to waste. Somebody will know about it. Like, I came to the realization that like maybe the world does need to know my name, and I can just tell my friends what I want to do, and maybe the dead friend guilt will make them do it, not in a manipulative way. I wouldn't force any of my friends to like make something for me because I'm about to die. I wouldn't do that, but like if I get the concept out there and I pass it on to somebody else, because there's a possibility that I would have held the concept my whole life and never done anything with it. So if I just pass it on to somebody else and they never do anything with it, it's not wasted because it would have had the same fate as the same reality in which I did not do anything with the project. And when I realized that, I came to the realization I have nothing to live for. The conclusion? Yeah, the conclusion. I came to the conclusion, ow, my hand hurts from holding the camera. I came to the conclusion that I don't have anything to live for. Like, I don't care about the process. I mostly flake out on things anyway. That's why I'm not some big time YouTuber right now, and why you don't know who I am. I flake out on everything. I mean, I've done things before and completed them, but all the things I want to do, I flake out on them. And let's play a game, viewer. Is it because I'm a mentally ill teenager who doesn't actually have any idea on what responsibilities and commitments are? I forgot the word, I'm sorry. English is not my first language, can you tell? Is it because I'm a mentally ill teenager with no concept of like sitting down and actually doing the work for something? Or is it because I'm an undeserving piece of shit and I deserve to die? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to smash that. I'm not done yet. So, what else can I tell you to make it sound like I actually have to die? I had my thoughts like really organized before, but I can't tell them now. This video must be like 25 minutes long as the eagle flies. So, I don't know. If anyone's watching this, which you're not, you probably... I am theorizing that the one person who accidentally clicked on this clicked off immediately because they don't want to watch this blurry camera thing. But anyway, what else could I possibly say to make you understand how bad it all is? And the worst part of it all, I have a loving family, loving friends, amazing hobbies. I would say I'm talented. I'm not really academically smart, I've never been, but I could say I'm talented in art and stuff. I can do stuff that people my age can't, if that's the... Oh my god. Oh, Jesus is coming. Oh, they're rapturing. Oh, I'm going straight to hell. It was car... That one was car headlights. That one, I don't know what that one is. Can I put it like a... No, I can't. What was I gonna say? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. God, should I get by the toe? Where was I? God. Oh, I have loving family. I have loving friends. I have interests. I have things I could do with my life. I'm not academically smart, and I don't have an idea of what I'm gonna do for work, but I have a whole note thing of all the occupations that slightly interest me. Even though I haven't looked into colleges and stuff, I still have like an idea of where I'm gonna go, maybe kind of, but also no. And I have a good support system. My family loves me unconditionally, and so do my friends, and that's part of why it sucks so much. I don't understand unconditional love. I don't get it. I don't understand how you can love somebody without ever giving up on them. Like, what if they become really annoying? And I love things unconditionally. I would say that there's a lot of things and people I love unconditionally, but I just don't understand how the fuck that would apply to me, because in my mind, if I like something, like say one of my old interests, let's say Homestuck. Okay, let's touch that deep wound. I left the fandom after breaking up with my boyfriend of 3 years. My deep wounds. And I kind of don't even want to even see content about it anymore. I wouldn't say I love it unconditionally, but I'm not even mad at it because I was in it for like 3 years, as long as I was with my boyfriend, and it taught me how to draw a lot of stuff. Because a lot of my life was spent in that thing, making fan art for that thing, and my art got better because of that thing, and I can make a mean sprite at it, I'll let you know. So like, I don't hate it, even though it actually brings me so much pain to think about it now. And that's probably how unconditional love feels like. Like even if they do something really bad, you still love them. Um, I would say even if my friend were to stab me, I would still love her probably. Speaking of my friend stabbing me, today at school, I came in really suicidal. I spent the first 2 hours just looking in front of me in class, just and nobody's in front of me. I was looking at the wall, just looking at the wall in class, thinking about killing myself, and it got so overwhelming that I couldn't even do anything else. Usually, if I don't want to focus in class, which is most of the classes I'm in, I just draw. I couldn't even draw. I couldn't even draw. I couldn't even write. I couldn't do anything. So I put it down. I just look in the front, and then the bell rings, and like on like the third, okay, the first two breaks, I eat a pizza, then I eat like a chocolate, fucking pastry thing, big bookie, chocolate big bookie, and it kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. But I don't know why I did this. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why I did this, but I went over to the faucets. Nobody was with me, and I stuck two fingers down my throat, and I made myself puke. And I didn't even puke up everything, but it's like I've never been able to make myself puke before. Something came over me, and I was like, okay, just gotta do it, just gotta do it. Blah. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm fat. I shouldn't be eating this chocolate chip. It was just like, I guess, testing my limits. I fucking guess. There was a not sour. There was a like a bad taste in my mouth for like half a second, and I was like, gotta get rid of this immediately. And it wasn't the sensory issue thing. I've never had. I've I've never achoo, bless me. I've never been able to make myself puke before, even when I wanted to do it for anorexia reasons. But this was not an eating disorder reason. I just wanted to I just kind of wanted to do it, and I wanted to see if I could, and I did it. I did it. It took like 3 tries, but I did it, and it was crazy. And I've never made myself puke before, and I didn't even puke that much, but like water and chunks came out of it, and it was really cinematic the way it happened. I was standing over the faucets, and these two fingers were covered in black. What the fuck was I throwing up? Covered in brown sludge, and there was brown sludge in front of me, and I was just sitting like heaving. And like I think 2 middle schoolers saw me. I'm a high schooler, if you can't tell by the fact I'm 17 years old. 2 middle schoolers saw me and like kind of saw me like and left. Really funny. I hope I didn't scare them or nothing. And then I went back to my friend group. None of them like I'm not gonna say none of them noticed I was gone because I don't care. But one of my friends asks me. He asked, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I threw up." And he tells me, "Oh, wait, really?" I said, "Yes." And doggy. And I said, "Yes." He says, "Oh, are you okay? Do you want to leave?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay." But I couldn't keep a straight face while I was with them in that moment. I was so suicidal. I was ready to like do a push down, a push up. I was ready to do a push up and smash my head into the pavement. So I couldn't look at them with a straight face. I couldn't keep along laughing at their jokes and stuff. I couldn't be part of the conversation. I felt so alienated. I left. I went all the way across the like field, and I went and sat there. And then they came by and they were like, "Are you okay?" And another friend came by also with her friends. I was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I just need to be alone for a second. Could you guys leave?" Like, very politely, obviously. And they said yes, and it was fine. And I sat there, and I was thinking, wow, you know what would really help me? Getting punched in the stomach. So I turned to one of the kids. I look around the playground. I go like, because I was behind a wall. I look around and I find one of the kids that's made fun of me before for this very shirt actually, which is just like an orange shirt, nothing special about it. But he was like, "Oh, you're wearing orange," just like middle schooler humor. He's in high school, like in first grade of high school, but still down there mentally. so he's made fun of me before. He hasn't hit me before, but I go up to him and he was like with two of his other friends, one of which has screamed in my face before, like ah, like trying to bully me, and another one who has bullied me. Basically, I go up to three of my bullies, and I tap that guy's shoulder and I say, "Can I ask something of you?" And he goes, and I said, could you maybe, and I was scared because two of his friends were there and I thought they were gonna laugh at me. I was like, could you maybe punch me in the stomach as hard as you can? And he says, okay. And I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know why he would say okay to that. Like, why the fuck? But I'm glad he did, but why the fuck? But I'm not glad he did, but like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And his two friends were like, oh, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? Not both of them. One of them was not talking, and the other one was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, are you okay? Are you okay? And the guy I said to punch me was like, okay, come here. And we go back behind the wall where I was sitting, and he's like, I'm not even gonna do it hard, to his friend, not to me. And he goes like, okay. And I was like, can you punch me? Can you hear the cats? And he was like, and I was like, can you punch me harder? And he punched me. And I was like, ah. And then I was like, a bit harder, and he punches me again. And I go like, I heave back. I go, oh. And one of the bullies there was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, okay, thank you. I'm not gonna tell the teacher about it or anything. I told that to him because I asked for it. I'm not gonna go tell on you. And if I had a bruise, I would sew it, but it's on my fat tummy, and it didn't bruise. I think it really hurts when I press on it, but it didn't bruise. At least not yet. Maybe I'll post a picture or something. But I don't know. It felt like some fucking Fight Club shit. I'm not a medical professional, but my guess would be that I was trying to like feel something. I think. I don't know why I did it. It kind of felt like my legs were moving on their own. I mean, I've been on autopilot before. I'm always on autopilot, and I'm always dissociated, and I don't even know who's speaking right now. Like, the voices are just coming out of my mouth. I'm not even putting that much thought into it. It's probably linked to a disorder, but I don't want to do all of that right now. I'm probably mentally ill. I am. But I have a job, so I can't worry about that right now. I don't even have a job. LARPing. So, what time is it now? It's 9:15, and I should be home by now. But I don't want to go. I still have things to say. But no one is watching this video. This video is gonna be like a fucking hour long. Nobody's watching this. I know nobody's watching this because if you are, who are you? That'll scare you. I'm not even gonna be editing this. I'm just gonna be putting the two clips together, maybe. Fuck, that's gonna take so fucking long to do on CapCut. Can I put them together in gallery? Oh, man, who's gonna watch my fucking suicide video? It was gonna be a lot more cinematic, and it was gonna be way funnier. And what does it say about me that I feel the need to perform even if in my dying days? And this is not a suicide video. I'm not saying that after you watch it, I'm gonna go kill myself. I just kind of needed to get my thoughts out there, even if nobody's hearing them. I mean, I write in my journal occasionally. It hasn't helped in a while, though. So, I just assume it's kind of the same. Because nobody's reading my journal, I would hope. I mean, there's been like 2 instances of girls looking over my shoulder and like fully reading the things I'm writing down. I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, sorry, can I not read it? And I was like, no. What? Why the fuck would why the fuck would I let you read it? Anyway, oh, kitty, can you see that? Zoom. Oh, I can't. Whatever. Just feels really bad. And there's still these little things I do that that's what the hand gesture I made off camera, that make me feel like a little bit human, and a little bit like maybe I don't actually want to die. Like when I was walking here to film this, I was supposed to be in a different location, but I couldn't. There were kids sitting there. I was I was looking around, I was looking at the cats going pss, pss, pss. I was making grimaces at things, like a water droplet fell and I heard the sound and I thought a bird shadowed me and I was like, and I didn't have to make a face. I absolutely did not have to make white guys when you tell them hey. And I didn't have to make a face. I absolutely did not have to make a face. I didn't have to like skip along the steps or do anything really. But I did it anyway. So does that mean I secretly desire to be alive and have silly, whimsical moments? Or do I just still mask emotions that I've seen other people replicate and I just do them on command? Because at school, before the throw up and before asking a guy to punch me in the stomach, I told my friends were telling like jokes and I laughed. I kept laughing. But then I was like, I turned away. Whenever I laughed at something, I turned away and I like and I could completely relax my face. Like oh. And it made me feel like maybe I was just faking it because I remember I've laughed genuinely before, obviously. Can't you tell I'm really funny? I've laughed before. That kitty is not coming to me. I've laughed before genuinely and like not been able to stop laughing. I thought of a video. See? I thought of a video that made me laugh and I was about to laugh and then I could and then I could completely shut it out. What the fuck? Sorry. I blew a bug. Like I thought of a video that made me chuckle and I tried to chuckle and then I could just completely silence it out so it's not that funny maybe? I don't know. I just feel like I'm constantly like performing emotions, I guess. But it's weird because I kind of feel them a little bit underlying and I would be offended if someone told me that I don't feel them. But I don't feel like I actually feel them, you know? You know? And I really would have gone in more detail if I could, where I could, but I can't. I had so many hours to think about this video. I've been thinking about this video for days. At first I wanted it to be like a suicide video, like, oh, my last video, and I probably wouldn't have shared it with my friends because it's like, you know, evil. Why would you do that to your friends? But on Saturday, I was talking about Saturday, I was feeling really suicidal and I went on a walk where I think I kind of realized, like, as I was leaving the house, that I may not come back, that I might just run in front of a car, and I was kind of realizing that, and I kept walking, and I pulled out my phone at some point and started recording voice messages for my loved ones, like, what I would say to them, or what I would put on cue to send to them after I died, like, if you're seeing this message, I'm already dead. Which would have been really funny to do as a suicide note, but also, like, your life isn't supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be a life, so, like, you know, I wouldn't have done that to my friends, I wouldn't have been like, if you're hearing this, I'm already dead. But it would have been funny. If I had funnier friends, I had to. Anyway, I started recording voice messages for all of them, and at the first one I cried, because I was like, hey, Nick, I'm sorry I had to leave, and you can be mad at me if you want. Wait. Is this the same fucking ratio that it was in before? It looks smaller. Anyway, my dad called, but I was not calling. I was recording voice messages for my friend, and the first one made me cry, because I was like, hey, Nick, it's me. You know, I really love you, and I'm sorry that I'm doing this, and if you want to be mad at me, you have every right to do so. I can't help you. I can't help that, and I know it's normal and fine to be mad at me, but I just want to say you're really talented, and I really hope you do something with your work, cause he writes fanfic, like, of us as, like, Danganronpa characters, and he also makes, like, and he was also at my murder mystery themed birthday party, and he's just really creative and cool and with stuff like that, and writing and stuff, and murder mysteries and stuff. So I was telling him, you're really talented and I really hope you make something of that. Please never stop writing, never stop creating. I love you so much. and I was bawling, my eyes bawling. And today I couldn't even cry. I did cry a little bit before my dad came to pick me up because my mom called me. She was like, you know, I love you no matter what, right? And you're my child, and you're my heart, and when my heart aches, I ache. You know that? And I was like, oh, God bless her soul, why am I doing this to her? It just feels like some parents don't sign up for this, you know? Like, I'm an absolute dickhead. And my parents didn't sign up for this. I heard in an episode or something that I'm not gonna mention, that is like, well, your kids are kids for the first 18 years, and then they're just adults you have to hang out with. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm just an adult they have to hang out with. A 17-year-old adult, a 21-year-old minor. 17-year-old adult and 21-year-old minor meet? Anyway, I'm just, like, and my dad was telling me in the car, he was telling me, you know, I've had, like, panic attacks before. I never went to anyone about them, but I had them. And I just kind of had the feeling to run away. But what really made me come back to Earth was thinking about you and your brother and how it was all gonna be worth it because I have a goal, I have something to do. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Like, oh, shit. For me? Well, sorry. Giving me life. Shit. For me? Sorry, I don't really want this. I'm vegan. I don't eat this. I'm vegan. Okay. I start beatboxing and it's the absolute, like, most amazing thing you've ever heard, and it goes viral and people are like, oh my god, where does this originate from? And they go find this video and they're like, wouldn't that be funny? But anyway, where was I? Voice messages. For a long time, I didn't even have any contacts saved in my phone. A phone I've had for years, but I never saved people's contacts. And I don't remember numbers either. It wasn't because I remembered the number and I knew who was calling me. I was picking up Russian roulette style every time. I don't know what's happening. And I think that might have been because deep down I knew I was gonna die. And I kind of didn't want to, like, mosquito. And I didn't want to do these, like, minor things. I kind of have to get going home. So I'm gonna, like, pick you up with me. I didn't want to do these, like, minor things. So, oh my god, double chin galore. Give me a second. I was walking normally trying to get home or like in a better place to chat where it was closer to my home. And this place just really smells like my old village. I don't know, my old village. No, my grandma's house. This place really smells like my grandma's house. I think it might be the gas. Oh my god, I'm red. This video was gonna be so much funnier if I was filming in my location that oh my god, I'm heaving. If I was filming in the location that I wanted to film, I was gonna start like, mind if I wax poetic for a sec? And then I was gonna proceed to not wax poetically. It's really sad. I could have had a whole thing. Oh, I'm red. I'm red. Oh my god. Anyway, I was talking about contacts. That part I did say to my therapist. We did have an appointment and I mentioned the contacts thing and how the first time I set up contact numbers for anybody was like last week, like ever. And she told me that it might be because I'm scared of them dying, not because I'm scared of me dying. And I was like, okay, miss, kind of getting off subject. You're supposed to be me-centric. But whatever, I'm not judging how you're doing your job. I'm white. I'm entering the heavens above. Okay. If you were to give me a moment, I could get us some better lighting, and then the video would be much more pleasurable. Is this better lighting? Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Mr. Carbs. Exercise. I thought you said extra fries. I'm extra frying it. Oh my god, can I be serious in my own fucking suicide video? Please! I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm gonna stick around for a bit, cause I think I might have unfinished business, though I'm not sure what it is. But I think I might. So I think I need to stay to figure out what it is that I actually had to do. I don't know. Wait, that was kind of cool. There was like green. Oh, here. I don't even know who said all these things. I never said a thing in those videos. I didn't say anything. You're imagining things. I don't even remember half of the things I talked about with you today. And these are like things that happened today and last week. I was supposed to remember something. I was gonna like send out a message, like say something, but I guess I forgot. I guess I forgot how to use words. I think I articulated some of the points I wanted to make about my life. But I don't think that was all of them. Almost bumped into a lady there. Yeesh. I'm sorry, women. Whatever. I'm gonna end it now. Not my life, the video. Jesus. What do you want? Is there any takeaway? Well, okay, thank you, fuck you. Okay, get some lighting. Oh my god. Can we please stop with the vehicular manslaughter? Like, please. Is there any takeaway from this video to anyone who managed or watched in 2x speed or like skipped to the end? Is there any takeaway? Possibly that life has no meaning? I don't know, I can't tell. I've always wondered if there's people beyond saving, and my conclusion has usually been no, and that everybody can be saved. And even if somebody can't be saved, like talking about mentally ill people, obviously, even if somebody can't be saved, it wouldn't be a waste to try. It would still be an effort and amount to something. But I feel like I'm somebody not worth saving. I feel like that's the reason why no name ever sticks with me, because names are so important, right? But I don't have one. I mean, I have multiple, and none of them feel right even. And it might be because I wasn't supposed to win the egg race, and I wasn't even supposed to be born. And I told this to my ex-boyfriend. I did, back when we were dating, and he said, well, life's a crazy lottery, and you can't tell if you were supposed to win it. I mean, who has any right to say that somebody else deserves to live more than you? And I agreed with that in a moment. But now, thinking about it, I don't appreciate life. I don't like anything. I can't recall a single week where I've been happy throughout the entirety of the week. I can't recall anything, actually. Nothing. It's like I just popped into existence right now. Like I'm still a baby trying to figure out how to survive. And it's supposed to be a natural instinct of self-preservation to keep yourself alive, but I feel like I don't have that. After making myself throw up so easily, I feel like I could just put my head through the wall and it wouldn't even matter. And I could just do that and go on about my day. I still touch like the bruised part of my stomach that the kid punched, and I go, ow, that hurts, but I mean, whatever, right? I don't know. I think I'm lacking something fundamental that makes me human. Oh wait, there's something on the ground here. How do I flip the camera? I can't flip it, but I'm gonna show you. It's a kitty. I'm outside of an elementary school right now, so that's probably why it's here. But I just thought it was really cute, and I also thought she was smoking when I saw her. Whatever. Cute cat is my point. And my other point is I think I wasn't supposed to be alive, actually, and everybody else does have a meaning to their life, and it's only mine that doesn't. Like, oh, what's the meaning of life? Well, it's funny, actually. There is one, but just not for this specific guy right here. And that's very egocentrical, but humans are funny, egocentrical little creatures that only think about themselves. Did you know we have like 134 or something, could be 140, of cases where people actually thought the world was going to end, like completely and entirely, enough to document it, and it was always in the time that they were living in. Like, humans are so egocentrical, they think that time they're living in is gonna be the one where the actual whole world, something much greater and way beyond them, is gonna collapse. Isn't that crazy? Whatever. We're all just living for alien loosh or something. And I hope I meet their leader one day after my death. Do you think the aliens who feed on loosh would Okay, I'm talking like a crazy person now. If you don't know what loosh is, loosh, I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's basically a theory on life that we all live because our emotions become this type of not liquid, but this kind of substance that sustains alien life forms, and we only exist to feel things so they can get the loosh. And I kind of believe in that because I had the exact same theory when I was a kid, and then I heard it be described as natural theory, and I was like, oh my god, no way, I guessed it. So maybe we're all, but I'm actually pretty atheistic. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. That's what's going on with me. I just don't care. Whatever, man. I was gonna ask if you think suicide provides a lot of loosh to the alien goblins, but I don't know if it would. I don't know if a whole life lived is worth more in emotional damage than a suicide. I'm not sure. That's the question for today. And also, if somebody who really doesn't want to live has to,